Welcome everybody. Let's get into a comfortable space. Make sure you have the space to move around in a little bit, and gently jogging and letting your shoulders go up and down. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, ro, si, hash, ku, ju, ish, ni, san, shi, go, ro, si, hash, ku, ju, and roll your shoulders forward. Ish, ni, san, shi, go and back. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, and gently bouncing again up and down. Let the shoulders relax. Ish, san, shi, and begin moving one elbow and then the other like you're swimming. Ish. Stretch out, open each side of your body. Loosen up your spine, your rib cage. And begin to reach out a little further with your arms. Go back a little bit as you go behind. Twist your body. Open the sides and the armpits. And going back. Start with just the elbows. Work the rib cage first. Open up your solar plexus and chest. And then begin to extend your arms a little more and look and follow the arm with your eyes behind. Knee. Sun. I found the squeaky spot. She. Yo. Rook. And going forward and back, both arms together. Sun. She. No. And rotating side to side. Yeesh. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Switch. Touch. Ku. Ju. And go to your shoulders. Yeesh. Sun. Shi, go, rook, fish, touch, ku, ju, and swing up 3 levels. Knee, sun, another side, ish, knee, sun, other side, ish, knee, sun, other side, ish, knee. One more time, open your hands, knee, sun, and ish, nice. Sun, and moving forward, gently at first, about, knee, sun, and again, ish, knee, sun again, yeesh, knee, sun again. Begin to slowly open your fingers and hands as you reach the end of each motion. Yeesh, knee, sun, yeesh, knee. Sun, and begin to let your air out and make some sound. Knee. Sun. Ha. 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 And come back and swim straight up. Reach high and relax and come down and knee. Up high, push your palms up and relax and come down. And sun. Up to the highest point and go up on your toes a little bit and relax and come down, straight down into your body. Let your spine roll down and gently take your time and roll open and look up. And down. All the way to your lower back, roll your look down, bend your knees a little bit, and slowly roll open. Massage your back a little bit as you look up. And down. And gently let your arms drop forward and hang like a willow tree. And rolling, bend your knees up, your hips come forward, keep looking down. Chest comes out, shoulders fall open, and finally, head falls back. And gently reach up over, up to your Tenso. And a big bow down. Stretching open the lower back. And bend your knees and squatting as much as you can. And then just come back up, lift your hips back up and roll forward. Chest, stomach, chest, and chin. 2 more times each one of these. Up and over and down. And drop your hips. And lift your hips. And knees forward. Hips forward. Stomach forward. Arms fall back. And up. And over and down. Dropping and lifting and rolling up, and this time just finished straight. And head and neck forward and back. And looking up, side to side. And looking down, side to side. Yeesh. And then a big circle with your neck. Yeesh. Knee. Another way. Yeesh. Knee. And let's rotate our knees. Each sun, she, go and outward. Each knee, sun, she, go and both together. Each knee, sun, go other way. Each knee, sun, she, go and standing up. Koshi, ish, knee, sun, she, go other way. Ish, knee, sun, she. Go widen your stance and just take your time. Go around 3 times each. Knee. On and other way, pushing to all the distant points. Knee. On. And just initially Wakame feeling in your body. And slowly coming to Tenshi Jin, but keeping the soft feeling. And also and Mokusayame. Right. And thank you to you, Connie.
And looks like Naomi's coming back in again. Oops, yep, good. And just keep an eye out, Sarah, if you would, for Antigone. She reports that she's having connectivity issues. So we'll see if she joins in. Well, good to see everyone. Let me readjust my camera as I'm looking at myself here. Thank you, Rob and Sandra, for last week's teaching while I was away. If anyone follows me on Facebook, you saw some of gorgeous fall leaves I was able to experience and the beautiful Rocky Mountains. So that's a great image for me for Eiko Dai, and you may have your own image of where you are, of something great on the horizon, whether it's these majestic mountain peaks covered with snow, leaves losing their green and revealing their inner colors. I love that metaphor. So we've completed warm-ups, mind, body unification, and now we're moving into the second part of a class, more of a kihon, where we're again moving ourselves through space, changing again a little bit to be ready to immerse more fully into the heart of the keiko, which would be Tenshingoso in just a few minutes. All right, so pick a spot. I'm looking out my window so that I can look far and enjoy nature. If you're outside, pick a nice spot to be looking at. Inside, you may just have a nice picture on the wall or your own mental image. So let's start with Shoko, Tenso Shoko as Eiko Dai in a standing format. So from where we are, let's just reach out far, opening our palms, Kai Shoken, opening the palms, really revealing the heart chakra. Stance is slightly open, eye gaze is far, and yet soft at the same time. And Shoko, just extend out, feel it opening behind the shoulder blades, shut further. And begin to feel your body moving up more from the center of your body so that your arms go up straight and your head drops back and your heart chakra opens to the heavens. And extend far up into Tenso. Get that nice extended feeling and come back down into Shoko, letting the eyes lead slightly ahead of the hands. And extend far out into Shoko. Open, 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 open the palms. Open your eyes, open everything. One more time up to Tenso. Extending high up. Down. And back down to Shoko. Keep extending out. And right palm on top of left, bringing back into your center. And down into Om. Relaxing your arms, and let's take care of our neck and upper back for a moment. So interlacing your fingers behind your head and pressing back with the occiput of your head into your hands. Just enough that you feel the push-pull between your hands and your head. And release. Heels of palms on your forehead, now pushing forward. And release. Good. Heel of one hand on the side of your forehead, push in. And release. Heel of the other hand, other side of your head, push in. And release. Palm of one hand on your cheek, turn your head ever so slightly and push into that palm. And release. Other palm, push in. And release. Good. And now check again your neck, range of motion forward and back. There may be creaks and cracks, but that's okay. Maybe it moves a little bit more softly now. Good. All right, and bring your hands again up, interlace behind the head, up nice, tall, straight. And you're gonna see me now tilt to one side, but I'm tilting on an angle. So that one elbow goes up and I feel my back in between my shoulder blades open. And come up on that same angle, spiral just a hair more, and down again. And up on that diagonal, spiral again, and down on that side. And exhale. Up on that diagonal. Come forward, Spiral to the other side, go down on a diagonal, exhale. Come up again, twist, spiral a bit more, down on that diagonal. Up on the diagonal, and one last spiral, down on a different diagonal there. And up on that diagonal. And back to center, let your arms release. Good. That one just really helps me in between my shoulder blades. It's really remarkable how I feel much better there. All right, so I'm going to pick a different diagonal. I'm going to work a little bit more on Eiko in the Dai feeling. So don't worry about the footwork so much, but we're going to just feel ourselves falling into space. So just to start even, let yourself rock forward onto the balls of your feet, and you begin to feel there's an inevitable point, right? And then your body comes back again more evenly, and then just slightly, not enough, I don't want you to really fall, just that sense that it's inevitable. Good. And now let's add our arms to it. And so open our stance slightly, open our arms around our body, come up far behind, reach up high. And as we reach forward, you might find yourself needing to move. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. I want you to feel that inevitable part. So opening, ah, and extending up, and reach forward, and don't fight the inevitable. Third time, let's open, extend up, and go, And let's add our voice to it for the next couple times. So let's go, and keep holding the shoko. And drop it. And go. Hold shoko. Right palm and left. Going back. And home. So we went to Dai. Let's go back to Sei, just to practice footwork and moving in a slightly different way. So we've done this before. Step forward right, look left, soft knees. Knee, sun. Stepping back left, leash, knee, sun. Stepping forward left, leash, knee, sun. Stepping back right, leash, knee, sun. Good. And now we're going to do 1 step at a time, first with my right side. And so let's go. Come to neutral, let's alternate sides. And open. That's a nice voice. 1 more time, opening. I'm going to back up because I'm out of space, but you have plenty of room, keep going. All right, 3 more times, and let's open. Back to neutral. Back to neutral. 2. And let's go right back now to Eiko Dai. One last time. Don't worry about footwork. Move forward, 3, 5, however much room you have in your space. And let's hold shoko at the end. And so let's go from and opening. Oh! Right palm and left, and coming back to Yame, Yasame. All right, Sandra. Tenshingoso.
Thank you, Connie. Good morning, everyone. So Tenshingoso, 5 levels of heavenly truth. What I'd like to focus on today is matching the length of our sound with the complete movement. For me, I often finish the movement and I still have voice left. So let's just do one, Tenshingoso, as we normally do it, and then assess where your voice was relative to the movement. And as we go next time, we'll try to match them up to start and finish our movement at the same, during our voice, our co-cue, okay? So let's right hand grasping left thumb. And again, always Tenshingoso Sei is without voice, but we're using voice here as a teaching tool. So, and twisting up. Yasme. So take a minute to do a self-assessment of how you matched up or didn't match up, and don't think way too much about it. But just for me, I have much more verbal than I do physical. Like I'm here while I still have a lot of vocalization left for E. So for me, I'm going to try to. I'm always nervous, or I think, oh, I'm going to run out of voice before I finish my movement, because I don't have, my co-cue is not strong. I don't have deep breath. I've worked a lot on it, but it's a challenge for me. So just think about it. Don't get too in your head, but just try to match it up a little.
Good question real quick.
Sure, no problem.
So just I do the movement, and when I get out of breath and I want to end it, I should be at the end of what we're doing, not matching you.
Correct. It's your personal Tenshingoso. Okay. So your co-cue, which is the breath that you have to move through the movements, is yours. Okay. So, and also for me, it varies. I may have a stronger E than I have A, you know, so there's all these variables that are playing into it. I just want us to explore this movement with this idea today. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
I'll start us, and I mean, roughly we're all going together, but keep in mind what you don't have to match my movement. Okay. Yours can be longer or shorter. It's your Tenshingoso. All right. Okay, let's begin. Do this again. Please remember in O to look forward, don't look up. Okay, O is facing eyes forward. Yame, Rasme. So Tenshingoso is a kata, right? And so what I hope you might want to do or take from this portion of this class today is to do Tenshingoso during this week and see how this notion might inform what you're doing. Okay, for me, I on certain movements, I have much more voice left over, if you will, and for others, I don't. But it also made me try to kind of empty my voice, not modulate it or keep it keep some of it back so I'll have the enough voice for the movement. So that's just the notion I've been playing with. So, give it a whirl. Do this a couple of times this week, and I'd be curious to know what, how it went for you. Okay, so that's Tenshingoso for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sandra.
And now to Robert.
Hi. We worked a little bit on Hikari, the receiver side of Hikari, with the idea that energy is being pulled out of you last week. We've worked a lot on the receiver side of Wakame, as if energy is coming into you. As I said before, or said last week, Hikari and Wakame weren't differentiated when I first started Shinkaido. They're still categorized together. So they're soft, formless kata. So that's an oxymoron in my head. I think it can be an oxymoron for a lot of people who think about martial arts. Kata is usually form, but formless form. So the idea of responding to your partner, whether it be the world or another person, and that other person, if you're leader, not doing it with a plan, you should not have necessarily, I'm going to loosen that person up this way, or I'm going to soften them up this way, or I'm going to pull this energy out of them. You have to, as a leader, also be in that Wakame state. So I am going to ask us to, we're going to do Wakame from the leader side, but we're doing it soft. We're going to just softly keeping that same motion. So I want everybody to start, let's start from the follower side and just following our body, seeing what the energies are of the world. And make sure you have a space that you can move a little bit around in. If you need to move around a little bit so that you won't crash into things, a step or two each direction is good. Just initially getting that soft feeling from various directions, front and coming at you from behind, front, behind, a little bit to the side, the other side, angle, back, other angle, back. Okay, so coming back to center, I want you to imagine you have a partner you can just touch through the screen or cross distance, and gently 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps forward and drop the energy and back up, and keeping yourself in a Wakame feeling. And pushing in 1, 2, 3. Imagine the very center of your center and their center is the same thing. You have a partner that is like you in very certain respects, but there are also other people in the world, other ideas in the world. And going in, ish, ni, san, and relax. Soften. So imagine this energy that you're putting out goes all the way around the world. And then you can feel it come into your back as you push. And pushing in. And you feel it come into your back. And try both hands, one or alternate hands. Does it change the feeling? And go to the side a bit. And back. Each time you come, find your center, Tenshingoso feeling before you push again. Other hand. And back. Knee. Push far distance. Beyond if their body was right in front of you, but all the way around the world. And you are the receiver on the back, other side of it. Your back feels it as it comes through. Okay, this time we're gonna move forward a little bit here so we have some space behind us. And we're gonna put our hands out as if we're supporting somebody. And we're pulling them towards us. And feel yourself being pulled from behind and move forward. So you're not necessarily making the, so this is a brain trick for me. So as I am first beginning to feel the energy pulling with my arms, I'm already feeling the energy being pulling me behind. So it isn't necessarily just my self here's choice. It's myself that came from all the way around the world's choice too, to start the pull. And angle it a bit. And forward. And angle it a bit. And forward. Okay, let your arms relax. So I want you to, whether you're being pulled or you're pushing, it's all from your body, your center. Yeesh. Yee. One of the things that as I do this more with myself, there's clearly other people and other things that are going to change the direction and the flow of my energy as I go around the world to reach myself. And I have to encompass those feelings, those thoughts, those ideas into my movement. Whether I'm leading it or following it, it's all the same. And just coming back, let your feet stay stationary and just move your body. And slowly coming up. Straight posture, but but still softly feeling the energy moving through as if you're completely part of the biosphere. You and it are no different. It moves the currents of the ocean, the wind, the flight of the birds, the movement of people, all the same. And settling and keep feeling it. You and the world both have co-cue, breath, a rhythm, flow of ki. Energies can be bright or shadowy. Don't judge them. Just be. And also Wakame Hikari